So you might be wondering, what are some cool things you can do with AI, some outside the box type ideas that we use Rainmaker for? So one of the things we're using it for is deal signals. This is actually a name that Left Main, the Left Main CRM through Salesforce has a product called Deal Signals. That's where they alert you if you're a client of them. They alert you when you know, public records hit, maybe a divorce or a foreclosure or bankruptcy, some kind of distress hits public records, and that enriches the lead that's already in your CRM. So it kind of alerts you, hey, go ahead and give this person a call because something just changed through public records. So we take those leads and push them into Rainmaker and let Rainmaker start working those with a slightly different sequence, a slightly different cadence and messaging with the goal of trying to set that appointment. So that's one of the ways we do it. So it makes if you're already paying for deal signals or you have something similar to deal signals on a different CRM, we can through integration pull those leads in and work those leads and set appointments. So another thing that we do with Rainmaker is if you use paper lead companies, if you're using any of the paper lead companies, a lot of times they have policies where, you know, if it's not a property that's you know, maybe it's not a house, or maybe it's a listed property, or maybe we can't get a hold of the person, you can actually request refunds for those leads. So that's one of the hardest parts to manage when you're doing paper lead, is like making sure you hit those people hard enough, get a hold of them, or, you know, do the right amount of follow-up so that you can actually get refunds if those aren't good leads. With Rainmaker, it makes that really easily because here's here's a pipeline specifically for paper lead. So new lead, we're going to hit them with SMS, email, voice when they respond. Now it's still working through the sequence like normal. It's still going to push that into appointment set, but we can kind of look at it from the angle of, are we doing the right amount of outreach so that we can get a refund if we need it, if the lead is not a good lead. So through Rainmaker, you can actually manage your paper lead a lot better and make sure you're doing all the right amount of follow-up you need to do to get a hold of these people. So those are a couple ideas. I think another one that's not necessarily outside the box but super important is using Rainmaker for after hours and weekend leads. So if you're paying a company right now to live answer or to, you know, be almost like a receptionist for you, you don't have to, I mean, this is probably going to be way cheaper than that anyway and way better. Let AI do that. AI has the ability to do that. You can have the AI voice live answer and set appointments and make your life a lot easier. So that's another thing. And I think maybe one more thing, super important, if you're using AI, make sure you use an AI company that has a multi-channel approach, not just voice, not just SMS, not just email. Most people aren't using just email, but you want all three because you want to hit these prospects every direction you can by air, land, and sea, because we want to engage with them the way that they're comfortable so that they can actually set the appointment and we can try to close the deal. That's it. Reach out if you're interested. We'd love to get you on board.